Alright, hello guys. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into this. I have my Pokemon up front. I'm actually gonna be training my Wartortle throughout this whole area. I might just clear out all of these trainers. Although I'm hoping there's some more trainers for me towards when I get my other Pokemon. I will point out some Pokemon once we get up to some of the areas. Some Pokemon you'd want to use that probably would just guarantee you, I guess, success. But actually, this trainer has some Bellsprouts. I know there's a lot of rock ground types like Onyxes and Geodudes. Keep in mind, guys, that if you're running into wild battles a lot, you're actually going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to go ahead and catch those Pokemon. In FireRed, you actually have to catch a lot of Pokemon. Because, and as I missed that Mega Kick, I will admit Mega Kick is pretty inaccurate. I think it's like, is it 70 accuracy? I can't even remember. Let me just check. Yeah, it's actually 75. I mean, 75 is not really that bad, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go for another Mega Kick. I'm actually still going to outspeed the Oddish, even despite that paralysis, but my Pokemon are getting super high leveled. I'm going to stay in. I think we can even outspeed this Bellsprout, even paralyzed. So yeah, that's going to knock out Bellsprout. I will say there is a Pokemon Center right before the Rock Tunnel. And I'm actually going to heal up my actual Nidoking here with a Paralyze heal. I kind of like that animation. It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, yeah, I really need to trade up my Wartortle to get him evolved into an eventual... Anyway, there's TM40 Aerial Ace. I'm actually going to be saving that TM for a bit later. But maybe it depends on how strong my Aerodactyl is. I will say, I'll show you, I already pointed out where the Eevee was in several other videos. Yeah, we just have to progress. So yeah, I'm just going to finish this Machop off with another Water Pulse. I will say Machamp is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon from Kanto. Although, of course, I kind of wish there was just a different way to get Machamp, but, you know, they allow traded Pokemon. It all kind of makes sense, but it's just too bad I can't use a Machamp on my team. Although, I will say Bruno of the Elite Four has a Machamp, and, yeah, it's a pretty high-leveled Machamp. Machamp's kind of one of those Pokemon that a lot of the gym leaders, or I guess champions, use, or at least Elite Four members, but, yeah, I don't really know if we're going to be fighting all of these trainers, because I kind of want to progress, and we have a lot to cover in this video, so, yeah, please let this upload. I don't want any problems, with uploads. I think you guys are all pretty much caught up now. Like I said, this walkthrough is going to be just a fun walkthrough for me. Here's a Charmander. This is a starter Pokemon. You'll notice quite a bit of starters throughout the Kanto region, like Charmander and Squirtle. Not so much Bulbasaur, but you'll still see Bulbasaurs. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and end up talking to this. This is a required fight, unless you have cut to go around there, but anyway, here's a Caterpie. Yeah, let's just end up going for some water pulses on it. Or maybe one of them will do it. So yeah, we're just really trying to get my war turtle evolved. We might just end up fighting most of these trainers. I'm gonna turn that up one notch. And yeah, here's a Venomat. Just sort of steady progress to knock out every Pokemon and just get the gym badges. Beat the Elite Four, the champion. I will say I actually don't know if Brendan is. Although I actually think Brendan is in the game from Hoenn. But actually that might be a glitch. I'm not even sure. Like I've already stated, I'd have to look it up. Personally, I've never fought Brendan, so I really don't know if it's possible. But I don't know why Brendan. You know what? I bet Brendan is possible because. But I will say, like, I really don't know if we're gonna do the Brendan battle. I don't really know where we're gonna take this version, but I really think this is a quick version compared to the rest of them. We're actually gonna avoid that hiker. We're gonna avoid this trainer, and actually you can find wild. I think you can find Voltorbs or something in there. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and heal up and get through the rock tunnel. We can always come back later if we feel like we want to take on more trainers. And yeah, you're going to need Flash. You're going to need at least Flash. And actually, I'm curious what that professor is doing there. Let's just go ahead and talk to him. Yeah, he's got a presence, but it's the Everstone. We need 20 different kinds. The Everstone is kind of pointless. It's just going to make a Pokemon not evolve. So I wouldn't really recommend it. I also wouldn't recommend throwing HMs on your Pokemon in this version. Not like I don't know where the actual move deleter is. I think it's in Saffron if I'm correct. But let's go ahead and spray some repels, and then we can use Flash with our Meowth. Anyway, that's going to completely clear out the cave. But we're just going to fight the required battles and nothing more. As we pick up a repel for a repel. So here we go, guys. Just enjoy the battles as we wind down here. Yeah, guys, I just want to point out Cubone. Cubone to Marowak is actually a very good Pokemon. Marowak, once Cubone evolves, I think at level 30, Marowak is actually super strong. It's got like amazing defense and really fast, at least, or decently fast. It doesn't have the best HP, but the thing hits like a freight train. And yeah, actually, Slowpoke to Slowbro. Slowbro is actually a great water type in this game if you don't have a water type. Otherwise, I'd recommend Lapras, but Lapras is actually post-game. You actually cannot get a Lapras until the post-game, and it's a 1% encounter. I think it's on Island 3 or something. In the Sevi Islands, but yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Anyway, enjoy. Alright guys, I just want to point something out. There's actually a guy in here that will teach you Rock Slide to one of your Pokemon. Rock Slide has the chance of, as I don't take out that Jigglypuff, but Rock Slide has the chance of, yeah, I'm 10 levels higher than that Jigglypuff, but anyway, Rock Slide has the chance of flinching the Pokemon. It's also an 80 power physical rock move. Go ahead and save that for your rock types. I'm going to put that on my Aerodactyl, and it should be pretty strong on my Aerodactyl. Keep in mind, you can only learn Rock Slide one time, so I'm actually going to have to pass on him and come back later, but I will be showing how to actually where to find him. So anyway, if you come down here, he's right here. He'll say, when you're up a rocky mountain, I guess there's Total Terror, but you can only learn it once, and actually my Nidoking can learn it, but anyway, guys, you might notice that Meowth is picking up items. So there's a Spearberry, but yeah, I think we have a couple more trainers to fight here as we wind down through Rock Tunnel. So enjoy, guys. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure this is the last trainer in Rock Tunnel. She's got 3 Pokemon. I think I'm almost, I only have 4 bites left, so I'm gonna probably have to switch in my Nidoking unless, anyway, Payday's an interesting move. It'll actually, I think it gives you more money in battle if you end up going with the actual Persian on your team. I think Persian evolves at level, or Meowth evolves into Persian at level 30. Persian's actually not too bad of a normal type. It's pretty underrated. It's just, it's not really my favorite normal type, but I guess in terms of normal types in this generation, it's not horrible. I actually think poison types can be really good in this generation. Like if you have like a Victory Bell, that is like really strong. Of course, Victory Bell takes a long time to train up, but or to actually get a Victory Bell, it takes a while. Anyway, guys, we're officially out of the Rock Tunnel, and don't run into that guy. He's a trainer. And now, guys, we're in Lavender Town, so stay tuned for probably videos coming at you all day today. Because, yeah, I'm actually going to catch my 3rd member and then 4th member, probably maybe even in the next video. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to go ahead and save up. And we made a lot of progress in this video. So, yeah, guys, enjoy.